everyone, Generator Girl again. I'm back with another tutorial, so let's get started with it, shall we? I'm going to show you backdrops, and I'm also going to show you backgrounds, or background sprites. So the first thing you want to do is go to backdrops. I tend to use my backdrops for the sky. If you don't know what I mean, let's show you. So I tend to do a gradient. So I'd go to the paint can, go here, choose a first color, but first, before you do that, you hit this third button, hit here, and let's say we want light blue, and then right here we want darker blue. That would be maybe a sun high. And then you just fill, and look, that's like a nice day. Like that's the day sky. So I would name this Sun High. Then let's say we wanted to make Sun Down. Well, sundown is kind of like, sundown. I don't know how else to describe it. So maybe darker and then kind of a purpley color. Then we click swap. That would be sundown. See, that means the sun is coming down. See, that's where the night. Oh wait, that means sun is going up. Sorry, sun up. The opposite of that would be sun down. And make sure you're always converting to bitmap. So then we go here, click swap. And that's sun up. Or sun down. Sorry. No, that would be sun up. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really out of it today. And that would be sun up. Because the sun is coming up. And the sun is coming down here. So next, moon up. Moon up. So basically, we would take the purple, keep it, but have like a deep blue that's kind of bordering on blackish. So moon up would mean the moon is coming up. So I think that'd be swapped. Now convert to bitmap, hit it. That means the moon is coming up. No, that's moon down! Sorry, it always confuses me. It means the moon is... No, that is moon up. Moon is coming up because the darkness is coming down. So it's very confusing to me. And moon down is the opposite if you're following me here. So that's moon down. Next is moon high. Now you can always do climbing sun and stuff. I don't really do that. I do a deep blue and then a black. And I tend to do just this. And then if you want to, you might put a couple stars by bringing the brightness up, bringing the saturation all the way down. Oh gosh, what have I done? Okay, maybe putting a few little stars in the night sky. Beautiful. Maybe even a shooting star. No, that looks terrible. I'm sorry. Moon high. So that is the backdrops right here, backdrops. Next you're going to go here, hover over, choose a sprite, hover over it, don't click it. Bring it up to paint. Click on paint. And it'll give you sprite 2. Now you can actually name your sprites. Click on sprite 1 real quick. Go to like where it says sprite. You can highlight it or just backspace a lot. And I'm going to name this cat Player because that's the cat that moves. And that's the cat that's going to be who the player plays as. Or you can give it a name like Oreo. I'm going to name the cat Oreo. That's kind of a kitty pet name, but whatever. And this will be backgrounds. Yeah! So now you can either draw a background in Scratch, convert to bitmap, then maybe draw a hill. Oh dear, what have I done? you have to fill it. You gotta put it back to that so that it's actually like that. But anyway, or you can draw in a different program or draw, oops, and just upload it from that. But you're going to be like, wait, why is it like this? Go to Code, Motion, just leave it where it is. Go where it says go to X and then has numbers, Y has numbers. Drag it in, and you're going to put in each of the numbers 0. And that's it. But there's also another thing you can do, and that's called transparency. So this one right here, you'll notice it has transparency. Then, when it's against the night sky, you notice the night sky is coming through. It's coming through in any single color. I'm not going to show you how to change backgrounds quite yet because that's a little more difficult. But backdrops, if you want to make it change with the time, you're going to go down to Variables. Make a I did that. Make a variable. Then you're going to put in time. Or you can put in literally anything you want, but I recommend just putting time. Time, now you can hide it. You can either hide it so only you know the time, or you can right click on it and put large readout, and then it'll look like this. So then you're going to want to set my variable to 0. You're going to click on my variable, change it to time, and then you're going to, right here, you're going to write in, say, sundown. Let's just try that, okay? Then you're going to go to your backdrops, click the word backdrops up here, then you're going to go to your code. Sorry, you didn't actually have to do that part. You click events, then use when flag clicked, then you're going to use if, no, sorry, what am I doing? You're going to go to looks, switch backdrop to sun high, it'll say. Then you're going to go down to variables, and then you're going to drag over time. And what that's going to do, you have to make sure that all your backgrounds are spelled correctly. So I would use a capital letter, dash, and then a lowercase letter word. That way, when you say, let's bring it up to sun high, then when you press the flag, it'll go down to sundown, just like you told it to. And this can be used later when you switch the time. Let's say you want it, let's make sure the flag is clicked, you want it to be sun high. Okay. Set time to moon high. Okay, what's happening? Sometimes I'm not sure what it wants. And then, yeah, that works. Sun high. And then when you click the flag, let's put it back to moon high. This is just testing. You don't have to actually do this. So when you click the flag, you have to actually do that. When you click the flag, it'll set it to moon high. So you got to click on it to set it to whatever you want. Then you click the flag and it should do it. So we're going to actually take this out real quick because I don't need that. You might eventually. We have 2 backgrounds that I want. And I'm going to show you more stuff in the next episode. So bye-bye.